I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Just watch me.
I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me.
Give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Watch me. Just watch me.
We had something. Tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, reading old messages on my phone every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart.
What's up, y'all? Sean here. Welcome to Tuesday Night Studio Sessions. My name is Sean. I'll be your host. We don't have much of an agenda tonight, just because there's been a lot of things going on in this last week. So I had a lot of work to do this week. But we're here. It's Tuesday night. We're going to have a good old time. Just wanted to hang out with you guys tonight. A lot of things happened this week. Got this little guy. I was trying to turn it off. So I'm going to turn it off real quick. Trying to charge up the batteries and stuff. But super excited about this little guy. Whoa, out of focus. This is the Insta360 Pro. And it is my first. That looks really ugly right now. I'm going to fix that. Oh well, that's what it's going to look like. This is my first professional 360 camera. I've definitely taken professional photos. I've taken professional videos before, but I've never had a camera of this quality before. So I'm super excited. Saw it on Facebook Marketplace over the last week. And it was such a good deal, I could not pass it up. It is not the latest. There's a version 2 out. But when this camera came out, I think it was announced in 2017 and then came out in 2018. I'm not sure about that. But by the time people got their hands on it, a lot of the videos that I've been watching are like from 2018. Besides like Mick and Hugh and all the people that get things ahead of time and get to do all their reviews before the cameras even come out. But this camera can take 8K 360 3D video. And that excites me. I don't know if I can edit it yet. I haven't tried. But can definitely stitch it. It will do 6K 3D in-camera stitching. So by the time I've recorded it and it puts it on the SD card, it's done. It's done video. I don't have to do anything on the computer. So that is really cool. And I'll probably stick to 6K 3D anyway. The quality of the video is so much better than the other guy back there, the Insta360 1X2. But the 1X2 is so compact that it's still amazing video. But who's in the house? I've seen Steven Drones. I've been chatting with him so far. Who else is in the house? I'm going to let tonight kind of be guided by you guys. If nobody speaks, then I'll just talk about whatever I want to. There's plenty of topics up in the air. There's the DJI Mavic, there's the DJI FPV drone that's coming out. We can talk about that, whether or not I'm going to get it or not. There is, for me, on the channel, I'm planning on doing some VR type experiences, maybe go around Tennessee, different places, and take the Insta360 Pro, take some short clips, maybe do some narrating over the video, and then upload it to the Oculus TV. So that's a new venture that I haven't done before. So that's pretty exciting. Steven Drones wants to see this 8K drone. I don't have an 8K drone. I have a 6K drone. There is an 8K drone, but the Autel Evo2 that I have, the Autel Evo2 Pro, which is it has a better camera, but it only shoots 6K. And then there's one that has a worser camera that shoots 8K. And I know that's counterintuitive. You think like, oh, it's got bigger resolution, it's got a better camera, but it shoots the resolution, but the quality of the video of the 6K is way better. And I could show it to you, but I'm going to have to go dig it out of the curtain back there. So if you really want to talk about it, we can. So far, Steven Drone's the only one talking, but it says there's 4 people here. So got some lurkers, maybe some people that I know personally that don't want to come into my chat and talk, but that's okay. We had a lot of snow this week, or last week. Well, yeah, it was last week. It snowed, I guess it iced over maybe Friday. We got some ice on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. Actually, I don't remember when the snow came, but we've been stuck in our neighborhood for a week. I think maybe Thursday we got out. We finally were able to go somewhere because we live on top of a hill, huge hill, and the city never cleaned off our roads. And since it was ice and then snow and then never got above freezing for a week, it was kind of down in the teens all week. So we had snow and ice everywhere, and we were just kind of all stuck in our house. Everybody was home, the kids, my mother. We had a full house. We about drove each other crazy just because we couldn't leave. There was no release. I thought about taking the drones out, but I didn't want to get them wet. I also got a new drone this week that I haven't bound it yet to my receiver, but it's a little iFlight Centipede. So hopefully, weather permitting, I'll be able to get some of those FPV drones out and get some flights for you guys. The types of drones that I'm used to flying, I can have a takeoff point and I can land back in that spot. So when there's puddles around, I'm comfortable flying it. But FPV drones, there's been times when I've had to kind of bring her down, and I'm afraid that I'm going to bring her down right in a puddle, and they're not weather sealed at all. There's solder points sticking out of them and all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm taking baby steps in that direction, y'all. But I feel like I've spent all the money I'm going to spend this year. I know I always say that, and something comes out and I'll buy it. But I feel like we've got 3 FPV drones we're going to get a lot of videos out of. We're going to fly my drones that I already have. We're going to do some GoPro videos, some Insta360 videos, some DJI Pocket 2 videos, and Insta360 Pro videos. And that should probably get me at least to my birthday. So Steven Drone said, did you see that frozen water fountain video in Texas? I did not see that video. I've seen a lot of videos from Texas, though. I've got a lot of friends. I've got some family and I've got some friends in Texas. They're not, Nashville's not really used to snow, but Texas is definitely not used to snow. My cousin, her pipes froze up, so that wasn't good. But it's been kind of a crazy week for everybody with the weather. Saw Nacho driving his new car through the snow, not wanting to go to work today. Something else, this Insta360 Pro that I got, it was such a good deal. I almost thought it was a scam, and I almost didn't even go for it. But I had the guy send me pictures, video. It ended up being a guy from the Do It Yourself Network and HGTV, and my mom knew who he was. He is like a creative contractor type guy, but he has a VR studio in Georgia, and so that's who I bought it from. And he said he upgraded it and said the camera's only been used about 5 times. I got it out of the box. It looks brand new. And for those, when this camera came out, it was like $3,500 camera. I got it for 1/10 of that. So could not pass that up. Like, I literally spent less than that on the I spent more on the Insta360 One X2 than I did on that camera right there. So I'm definitely going to. I was thinking about there's all these train stations here in Nashville, and I thought about taking some video at the train station and getting on the train and doing some of me riding the train, and then getting off in Watertown and doing some little VR shoots in Watertown, and then getting back on the train and coming back, doing little videos like that. I think would be kind of interesting. Something I've never done before, but I've been watching a lot of people go on adventures, and I kind of want to take that 360 camera and go on an adventure. I work from home, so I can't go too far. And a Watertown type adventure would take, I'd either have to do that on a Saturday or do it, take a day off or something like that. But yeah. So there's 4 people here, and Stephen Drone's the only one that's ever said a thing. So I'm just curious who's here. I might fall asleep in the middle of this live stream because me and my family have been playing Minecraft together. We're building like this neighborhood and hanging out virtually. And that game, Minecraft, especially to a designer, is so addicting and is like this big time suck. Like, you blink your eyes and all of a sudden it's midnight or 1 a.m. So I did not get much sleep last night or the night before. I even took a nap today, and I've never really taken a nap in my life. But took a little nap today, trying to get ready for this live stream, just to see how it would work out. And yeah, there we go, yawning right there. I've got some dark coffee, but it's not helping. Yep, I'm hooked on Minecraft, and I'm hooked on coffee. But Steve, if you want to see that drone, I'll go get it. I'm gonna put my standby screen on because I want to be going behind that curtain back there. But I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It wasn't too painful, was it, guys? I know you couldn't live without me for like a couple minutes, but So Eat More Possum was one of the lurkers. That's all right. Brent does plenty of chatting. So yeah, Steven Drones. This is it. It appears small because it folds up, but it is not small in any shape or form. And I've only flown it like 3 times. I don't know why I do that. I'll spend all this money on a drone and then I'll fly it a couple times. But my plan is to keep this and sell the Unique Typhoon to kind of supplement the channel a little bit. As you can see on the camera, it says 6K, but it is a huge camera. It has a 1-inch sensor on it, which means that it can take in a lot of light. And the video looks great. So we're going to push the, don't fall. We're going to push that there. Put that there. And get rid of these wires. And that's it. No, it's 6K, but there is an 8K version of that. And then this is the controller. It's got these really cool things that come out. What I like about this controller is it has a huge screen on it, so you don't even really need your phone on it. But what your phone does is it gives you what the camera sees. I actually really love this controller. And yeah, it takes good video. We can watch a video that I took from it. I feel like last time I did this, it was choppy. But we can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video, but I'm going to keep it at, I'm going to put it down to 1080p because I don't think this live stream can handle me showing it at 6K. And let me know if it's choppy. There's a good chance it's going to be choppy. All right. Today we've got footage from the Autel Robotics Evo2 Pro shot in 6K on a beautiful puffy cloud day. I will say that I did most of this flying blindly because the video feed was weak. I think it was because I was around power lines. But overall, this footage is amazing. Since this footage was shot on a 6K camera with a high bit rate and a 1-inch sensor, This video footage is super sharp, clear. It's just beautiful, guys. So bump up the resolution and let's take this journey together.
I've been dreaming all night, bringing me some inspiration. Never meant to love no one, but baby, I saw you for a second and I'm happy that you came my way. Don't wanna waste no time without you ever brightening up my days. Never meant to fall so hard. Oh, love of mine, I don't wanna die, knowing that you're not beside me. Love of mine, love me for a while. Love of trying to keep my focus right. Every glimpse of you deserts me. You're all I think about sometimes. But baby, I saw you for a second and I'm happy that you came my way. Don't wanna waste no time without you ever brightening up my days. Never meant to fall so hard. Oh, love of mine, I don't wanna die, knowing that you're not beside me. Love of mine, love me for a while. Love of I've been dreaming all night, bringing me some inspiration. Never meant to love no one. Love of mine. I might go too fast. I don't care about those limits, 'cause I want this to last like nothing ever lasts before. I might go too fast. Suddenly I feel so rich, though I don't know the thing. Oh, I can't let this slip, no. I gotta seize the moment. Have you even noticed? Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? I'm having a hard time not doing anything other than thinking about you. So are you thinking about me? Ay, 'cause I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Don't wanna go too fast.
All right, that's it, y'all. That is the Autel Evo2 Pro. One of my drones that I have underutilized. There's probably all kinds of updates. It's one of those things where I bought it and then other drones came out and I just kind of moved on. The pandemic itself kind of messed up my flow. I think the pandemic kind of killed my channel a little bit. So I'm definitely planning on taking back my personal time in 2021. I feel like since I've been working from home, I've been kind of overworking myself to kind of prove that I'm still here and still at the company. And so yeah, that's it. So yeah, that is the Autel Evo2 Pro. There's a lot of cool things about it. And I kind of honestly don't remember what it can do. There's camera modes that I'm not used to. I believe there's like, we can look it up. Let's look it up before I say something that everybody's going to yell at me for because I got it wrong. So this is the Autel Evo2 Pro. It's leader in picture quality and flight intelligence. It's Auto Robotics' first 6K folding drone. It has 6K Ultra HD, but the important thing here is that it has a 1-inch sensor. It basically has a really good eyeball. These are all the lenses that go into that camera. Superior image quality in low and limited lighting. Wait. I don't even know how to say that. Low and limited lighting conditions. That's a mouthful. I don't know who wrote that. Supporting video resolution is 6K with greater dynamic range, stronger noise. What? With greater dynamic range and stronger noise. It has even more noise than other cameras. I don't think they edited this website very good. The Evo2 Pro uses the Sony's latest generation of super sensitive CMOS sensor to achieve impressive low light photography. I think it's stronger noise reduction. I think they missed a word there. I don't think anybody would want more noise on their lens. But that's kind of funny. I'm already not, like, my confidence level is going down just reading their website. Adaptability and versatility for every lighting environment. The Evo2 Pro's advanced camera settings include an adjustable aperture range of f-stop 2.8 to an f-stop of 11 and a maximum ISO of 12,800, enabling the photographer to produce images of exceptional precision and sharpness. Where low light situations would really come in handy would be capturing a sunset or a sunrise. You need like special permission to fly at night, but kind of those dusk and dawn situations would really come in handy. Post-production flexibility, so it has 10-bit video as opposed to 8-bit. So the color range is a lot stronger. Oh, Bob Casey's here. What's up, Bob Casey? Welcome. Yeah, so this is a conundrum. What Stephen Jones brought up. He watched an 8K video on YouTube today, and he couldn't believe it played in 8K because he doesn't have a good video card and he only has a 4K monitor. So if YouTube is serving you an 8K video, but you only have a 4K monitor, you're only watching a 4K video, right? Because your TV can't go to 8K. or your computer monitor can't go to 8K. I have a really good monitor, but it's only 1440. That's right in front of me right now. It's big. I like it because I can, when I'm paying attention to details, when I'm on my day job, I can make those details big and get them crispy. But my 5K iMac over there has amazing resolution. Everything looks better on that iMac. But yeah, so a 4K video on YouTube looks good at 1080. It's weird. A 1080 video doesn't look as good as a 4K video, but if you only have a 1080 screen, you're only watching it at 1080. Does that make sense? But what a lot of people will do is they'll record a 1080 video, upres it to 4K, upload it to YouTube, so by the time YouTube compresses it back down to 1080, it looks fairly decent. So that's a trick of the trade. This is just the difference between, this is the difference between HDR. It takes HDR video as well, which is high dynamic range. So this is like, that's down there. This is showing you the A log, which is Autel log. Everybody has their own log, but it's really kind of all the same thing. It's a flat color profile that that gives you more information when you video it, and then in post you can get some really good colors out of it. This is the difference between HDR and not HDR. What HDR does is it's a high dynamic range, and it will take different, each frame will be, it'll have overexposed and underexposed images. So if you look over here, these dark shadows, you can't really see any detail over in the shadow. I mean, you can, but not very much. But over here, you can see a lot of detail because it's getting a lot of more information at different exposures. So Eat More Possum was surprised that my 360 YouTube video looked significantly better on his 1080 monitor when he changed it from 1080 to 5K on YouTube. One thing with 360 video, if you're watching it on a desktop or you're watching it on the TV, is you're only looking at a small piece of the video. I don't know if I can, yeah, so look at this picture. Like if you think of like, and now it's bigger than this, but if you think you're only looking at probably a third of the video from top to bottom, and maybe a fourth from left to right. So you're just looking at a cropped version of the video. So you actually need more resolution to watch a video at 1080. But yeah, it's interesting. It kind of blows your mind a little bit. Here's some nighttime photos and videos that it will take. Does a really, really good job. Hyperlapsing. It's got 360-degree obstacle avoidance. So it's got sensors. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sensors all around the drone. Keeps it from hitting things. Oh, I could have just read that. Equipped with 19 groups of sensors, including 12 visual sensors. So these are like actual cameras sensing. You got ultrasound, you got IMUs, and other sensors enable building a 3-dimensional map. So it kind of works like the oh crap, I forgot the name of the drone. The Skydio. It kind of works like the Skydio, where it'll create a 3D map of everything that's going around, and it can actually fly. It's got a dynamic track, so the Evo 2 can model location and speed of targets simultaneously, predict their trajectory accurately, and track them continuously while identifying up to 64 objects at the same time. I don't know that it's as good as the Skydio, but this is kind of why I got this drone instead of the Skydio, because it actually had that functionality. 40-minute airtime. You almost get bored after 40 minutes of flying. And maybe that's just me. I don't go like on 4-mile adventures or anything like that with my drones. I'll usually fly like a concentrated area. And there's only so many shots you can get in 40 minutes. I'll fly from this corner to this corner, and then I'll fly from that corner to that corner, and then I'll point the drone down, and then I'll point the drone forward, and I'll fly sideways. And So in YouTube, the 5K setting is the resolution for the entire 360-degree video. Yep. Yeah, so it's the entire sphere is only 5K. So you're looking at a small crop of a large video, as opposed to that video I just showed you from the drone. That is full-on 6K video, and it's 6K. All that 6K is on your screen. But when you're looking at a 360-degree video, you're only looking at a small piece of a 5K video. So Steven Drones doesn't like the folding props. Why don't you like folding props? Curious. And the only reason I say that is the centrifugal force of the motor spinning around definitely keeps them from folding while it's in the sky. So I'm curious as to why you don't like the folding props. I will show you how big they are, though. Look how big these props are. I mean, those are some serious props. Yeah, the props, excuse me. The props act like actually the props are very similar to the Unique Typhoon, just because the you push it in and then you rotate it kind of a quarter turn and it snaps itself into place. The ones that always scare me are the ones that screw on. Actually, those little FPV drones that I've been buying lately, like they just have like force fitting, like you kind of push your blade down on a column, and I'm expecting those to just fly off. But transmission range is 5.5 miles. I don't believe this at all, but that's what it says. And it's probably like in the desert with no other transmissions anywhere is where this 5.5 miles will come from. I have not got that type of range. But where I've flown it has been around some power lines. So there might have been some static interference and stuff like that. You can fly it in 39 mile per hour winds, and it'll go up to 45 miles per hour. So it's a zippy little drone. It has a wonderful camera on it. Like, it hits all of my buttons. There's accessories. There's like this little ground station. Mine didn't come with like a little ground station, but it came with everything else. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to talk about the Evo 2 tonight, but that is my Evo 2. So I don't know if I can do this on camera, but I'm going to break my drone doing this. All right. So if you hold the motor, so they snap on. They've got like 3 little prongs. You put the post on, and then it's there. It's on. So Ivor Possum says, yeah, those little push-on props are so difficult to get off. Feels like we're going to destroy the motor. I know. I'm still frustrated with the fragility of FPV. I'm bound to the hobby looks so much fun, and I'm really excited to get into it, but man, I'm used to like professional equipment that's built good. Like, there is nothing cheap about this drone. You know, usually there'll be like a nice shell, and then there'll be some cheap components in it. Everything about this drone was engineered to the battery, how it snaps in. The battery doesn't hang. Like, you put the battery in the back, so there's no chance that the battery's going to fall off while you're flying. And, you know, all of those things that have happened in the past with drones and kind of poor workmanship. That drone is built good. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the FPV hobby is like it's made to be destructive. Like, you're going to take so many risks flying the drone that you should not have decent hardware. You should have crap, throwaway, disposable things on your drone, so when you wreck it, you can just stick something else. Yep. The H Plus has a button that pops up when it's locked. But this brings up a great point. Anytime you are going to go fly a drone, there are 5 things that I always check. Each blade. Oh wait, so before you turn the drone on, make sure that the camera, the thing that's holding the camera in place, that you remove that. Because once you turn it on, that camera is going to do its little calibration, and if it's plugged in, you might kill the motors on your camera. So that's the first thing you do. Second thing you do is you check all of the blades to make sure that they're tight. And I know a lot of people will skip this step, but if a blade, except for the unique Typhoon H and the H Plus, if one of those blades falls off, you can still bring it down to the ground because it's got 5 more blades on it. But any of these drones that have only 4 blades, when you turn that into a tricopter, and it's not meant to fly like a tricopter, that's when you're going to get, it's just going to fall out of the sky. And you need to check your battery and make sure your battery is snapped in or strap down tight, whatever drone you're flying, make sure that battery is not going to fall off. Because if a blade falls off, your drone's going to fall out of the sky. If the battery falls out, it's definitely falling out of the sky. And you're going to get like, the battery is going to be a brick hitting the ground, and then the bird is going to be flopping around, and you're probably going to break an arm or something. Not your arm, but like an arm, one of the arms on the drone. Now, if you hit a tree or you hit something, good chances you might just break the tip off of your blade or something like that. But if you're 300 feet up in the air and battery falls out, gravity. And then the fourth thing that you always check is to make sure. Now that this doesn't apply with FPV drones, but always make sure that you have a good connection. Good connection between your controller and your receiver, like controller and the drone, as well as a good connection to satellites. I try to have at least 6 satellites before I take a drone up. I've done a lot of experimentation with putting cameras on drones, and I've kind of cut my GPS signal in half. So there's that. And then some drones, depending on where you're flying, you need to calibrate them as well. If there's, a lot of the drones that I have, if you fly in the same place every time, you don't need to recalibrate the compass, especially if you pick up the drone and put it down and then pick it up again and put it down. If you got like a backpack or something where you carry the drone sideways, or your drone goes upside down, stuff like that, that can really mess up your compass. So compass calibration is a good thing. Most of my drones, I've never had to calibrate the camera, but I have had a couple instances where my drone camera was kind of angled the entire time. I found out one of those instances was that I was flying off of I was taking off on the top of a parking garage, and the parking garage had like this, maybe like a 15 or 20 degree like angle. So I wasn't sitting my drone down on a level surface. So when I took off, the camera started out and it found its level. The camera actually ended up being level, but when it came off the ground, its level was off. So that's kind of funny. Bob Casey says, always open your folding props. Back in May, my Mavic Air 2 liked to hop, causing it to hop off the sidewalk. Lesson learned, open them up. So you were able to take off without opening your... Oh! Unfold your props. Got it. I was thinking, when I read that, I was thinking about you didn't unfold your arms, and I was like, you were able to take off without that happening? Yeah. Some folding blades, like these, are actually kind of stiff. They're screwed in tightly, and whenever your drone arms itself, it might not have enough force to open up those blades completely. So I've heard where a lot of guys will unfold their props before they take off. So that's a great tip. Thanks, Bob, for coming in and giving us a life lesson. So yeah, I do, and maybe you guys don't care, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. And Brent, I don't know if you saw my post on Facebook, but I got a new toy today. I should have got it Saturday, but since there was a winter storm, UPS, it didn't work out. And UPS kept saying, okay, I was UPS said I was going to receive it by 9 p.m. Saturday, and then I was even exhausted. Like, I wanted to go to bed, but I waited till like 9:30, and then I checked the tracking again, and it said there's been a problem. And then I was like, okay. And then Sunday, it said that it was in Laverne, which is a city right next to where I live. And I was like, oh, awesome. So it's going to get there today. And then that didn't happen. And then Monday, it was on the delivery truck. And then by Monday afternoon, it changed to due to inclement weather, we can't deliver it. And anyway, I got it today. And the guy pulled up in a U-Haul truck. So UPS has rented a bunch of U-Haul trucks, and probably everybody came in and got some overtime just to get packages out today, working overtime. But Bob said something else. Got a set of Master Air screw props for it and hadn't tried them yet. Hope to try them out tomorrow. That's cool. What is the benefit of the Master Air screw props? Be interested to know. I really like the flight characteristics of my Mavic Air 2. I was really impressed when I flew. You know, when I was doing my test videos. I did 3 videos on it so far. But this spring, we're gonna knock out the Mavic Air 2. We're gonna drone link the Mavic Air 2. We're gonna maybe take some maps with it, all kinds of stuff. So stay tuned for that. Pretty excited. I just can't wait to get my drones out. So Bob said the Master Air screw props are quieter. That's always good. You want to sneak up on those people you're stalking. I'm just kidding. But Brent, if you're still here, I want to show you my new toy. And anybody else that wants to see it. But this is the Insta360 Pro. And it's right here. Right behind the Autel. I just want to show this to you guys because I'm super excited. Now it says right down here the Insta360 Pro 2. Oh wait, I can see my mouse on my screen, but you guys can't see it. But it says the Insta360 Pro 2 is available. So basically, I have the 2018 version. So. Still a very good camera. So yeah, Street View ready. I will say it's not completely Street View ready because you have to plug a GPS unit into it. It doesn't have GPS, but if you want to check out what this camera can do, you can download samples here. This is the first opportunity that I've ever had to take 3D 360-degree video. So I'm really excited about that. I've had the opportunity to take VR 180 video, which was 3D in one direction. But this is 360-degree 3D video. And it sounds pretty easy, but it's actually a very complicated process because I tried to do it one time with 2 360 cameras right next to each other, and I was like, oh, you got your left eye and your right eye. And I put it in a VR headset, and I turned around, and it was like I got all cross-eyed. Because if you're looking in this direction, like when you're making a 3D video, left eye is either on top or bottom, and then right eye is on top or bottom. And so if you think about that, your left eye, you got a 360 camera, and you're looking in this direction, your left eye's over here, and your right eye's over here. When you turn around, it's the opposite eye. So you can't really do it with two 360 cameras. It's a complicated algorithm to put it all together. Brent says invisible stick disappears with it. You can put all kinds of crap in the middle there. Just because it's about the size of a honeydew. It's got optical flow, but it does not have flow state. This was before they came out with flow state. So the Insta360 Pro 2 actually has flow state stabilization. This one does not. But it is not one of those cameras I want to throw around or put on the end of a selfie stick and talk to it and stuff like that. This is going to be one of those cameras where I sit it in the middle of something and create a 3D 360 experience. This is kind of how big it is. But purpose-built real-time image stitching and preview. So grab a headset, dive into the scene as you capture it. Live stream an immersive 3D 360 as the story unfolds. I can get everything set up in my 3D headset on my computer while I'm filming. So that's going to be really, really cool. You can only live stream in 4K, but that's better than some of my other, like the Insta360 One X2, I can live stream in 1080. And it's got real-time image stabilization. So this is him spinning the camera around. And this is what the stabilization looks like. It's not too bad. But again, in a VR headset, I just get nauseous watching that. It can do slow motion with 120 frames per second. But the quality of the video, I think it only does... it might do 4K at 120 frames per second. I don't know exactly what the specs are on that. But yeah. Oh wait, here we go. But I just wanted to show that to you, Brent, because I know you've played around with 360 cameras. So yeah, it is 7:30. We've talked about the Autel Evo2. We've talked about the Insta360 Pro. Talked about some snow. Talked about Minecraft. What else you guys want to talk about? Are any of you going to get the DJI FPV drone? I probably will not for now. If it works with the original DJI goggles and there's a, like a $600 version that you can use with your original goggles that just has a controller with it, then I might get that. But if the entry level drone is like $1,200, I'm gonna pass. I've got other drones that I like. I have no need to fly really, really fast. And these FPV drones that are kind of throwaway drones will get, kind of scratch that itch for me. So that's my plan personally. But just curious if any of you guys are going to get that drone. Oh, I do want to show you something else. So this is the Insta360 Stitcher. This is how I stitched my video and photos together. And I want to show it to you. I don't know where it went, so I'm going to find it. I think it just crashed. Let's try this again. Here we go. All right. So this is a photo that I took with it. Sorry for my inappropriate not sitting like a lady. Oh, it keeps crashing. So, well, dang it. Can't show that to you. I wanted to show you the quality of the picture, but I might... I might go out and take some real pictures tomorrow, upload them. So Eat More Possum says, no DJI FPV for me. I'm in the poorhouse after the e-bike purchase. My 3 digital FPV birds are plenty. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I was doing really good. I'd paid off, was paying off the credit cards and stuff like that. And then that Insta360 Pro showed up on Facebook Marketplace, and I could not pass it up. It was such a good deal. So, yeah. I'm going to get into video production for the Oculus Quest. And create some 3D 360 experiences for VR. That's something I'm very interested in, and so we'll be doing that. So yeah. I'm actually really tired, so I might go ahead and call this a night. We've had a pretty good chat. We've been going for over an hour. But I am winding down. This coffee is not doing a thing to me. You can see my eyes are kind of red and bloodshot. I'm slouching in my chair. But so Eat More Possum says 360 Pro. Does the 360 Pro have an internal battery? Yes. This one came with 2, and that beautiful carrying case right there. And it's got this ring. So it has this ring that kind of protects the lenses. It goes all around. But it's very heavy. It weighs like, I think it's like 3 or 4 pounds. It is hefty. And it's pretty hard not to stay away from the lenses. There are lenses everywhere. It's got 6 lenses. Is that right? Yep, it's got 6 lenses. It's got huge fans up here. It's got an OLED screen on there. And It's got a USB-C. It's got a micro HDMI, USB 2, Ethernet, microphone input, and DC input. And then this base has this, you can screw it into like a crazy rig mount, or, well, it's very, very tight. You can take this base off too, and then it's just a ball. But I like how it has a stand already. And on the top, the Insta360 Pro 2 has a 1/4-20 here, so you can put a microphone on top. But I'm probably going to put a, excuse me, woo. I'm probably going to put a cell phone clamp on it with a 1/4-20 sticking out of the top of it, and put a microphone on top of it. It has a really loud sound fan. And it takes about a minute to boot up. But it's doing, put this next to the microphone. Do you guys hear that fan? I mean, the fan's on all the time. It's kind of nice though. But the what's cool about it is it has a calibration on it. So basically what you do is you set it up on the tripod, you put it where it needs to go, and then you hit the calibrate button and you step away from it. And what it does is it takes a picture with each lens and figures out, is that right? Figures out? Maybe. It figures out the the situation and calibrates the stitching so that when it does the in-camera stitching, it does it perfectly. It's got optical flow stitching, so it kind of tries to figure out how things are moving, and it finds how things flow when they move. And yeah, it's got lots of ports. I do think it'd be interesting to just get the HDMI out and put it in here in the live stream and just see what kind of video it outputs. But it's got live streaming in it. You can live stream up to 4K. I can connect it to a Mac, a PC. I can control it from a Mac, a PC, an Android, or an iOS device. So it's got a lot of good stuff in it, and I'm really excited to play around with it. And if I like it enough, then I might save up and get the Pro 2 that has flow state stabilization. What a lot of people did with this one when it first came out is they put it on rovers and they made gimbals for it and all that kind of stuff. But when the Pro 2 came out, it had such good stabilization on it, you didn't need to put it on a gimbal anymore. So I think like you can't even find the gimbal anymore. It's out of stock everywhere, and yeah. So Stephen Drone says hit the wrong button. Did you hit the wrong button, or did I hit the wrong button? Well, I'm going to turn this off. What I love about it is the 360 capabilities, or the 3D capabilities. I'm super excited to play around with that, because I watch a lot of videos on my Oculus Quest, and the ones that are in 3D are so much better to me. Like the games you play are in 3D. I mean, it's a perfect it's the perfect medium for 3D video because you have something on both of your eyes and you can give different information to each one of your eyes. So you don't need special glasses. You don't need special, those glasses that switch back and forth that kind of could possibly give you a seizure, or you don't need like, red side and a blue side or anything like that. Like, it's perfect for 3D. And I'm just excited. One thing that this camera does, since the camera is so big, you need to be far away from it for it to stitch correctly. So the good thing about it is you can hide things in the stitch. So I can put my Insta360 One-X2, I can put my camera in on top of this camera and take both situations. Take the situation with both cameras. I can do things like that. I can hide a GoPro in there, or I can throw my Garmin in there. But the bad thing about it is it's not an invisible selfie stick situation. I was really wanting to show you guys. I closed the Stitcher, so maybe I can show you guys the video itself, or the picture. We're going to try this one more time. Something I love about this GoPro VR player is that it has the ability to, I can plug my Oculus headset into my computer, and then I can look at my videos from there. But all right, I hope that. Dang it! It crashed again. I don't understand what's going on. I guess my video card's doing too much, maybe. Bob Casey wants to know what kind of e-bike you got. It is the Rad Rover 5. I really wanted to get a rad bike. When I was looking at them, the reason I didn't get the Rad Rover was because you couldn't buy it on Amazon. And part of my channel is I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I really wanted to do videos on something that you could buy. But is this the one you have? You got the green one, right? And is it the fat tire? So that's the one he's got. And then I don't even remember what mine's called. Oops. Let me see if I can find mine. What? Sorry, I just got distracted. Y'all check this out. They got a dually. That's awesome. Let's see if we can get. It's got two wheels in the front. It kind of looks like a big wheel. Whoa, this is flipping out. right, that's not working out. What in the world is that? What would be the purpose of that? Let's see if it goes where others can't guarantee. The dually e-bike doesn't go where other two bikes can go. That's crazy. I've never seen a dually bike before. Oh, they want to sell me something. I can't remember what the name of my bike is. Actually, I can probably find them on Amazon. Oh, I can find them on my shop. This would be a good segue on how to use SeanIdeStudios.com. So I'm going to go to gear from Sean Ide Studios, come to my idea boards, and then electric bikes. This is the one I've got. The Swagtron fat tire bike. The reason I have the Swagtron, it's got a shock absorber on the front. It's got a shock absorber on the back. And it folds in half. So I could actually take it to work with me. That's why I got that one. But I am winding down. I feel like I'm almost asleep. So I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank everybody for joining the chat. I want to thank Bob Casey, Eat More Possums, Steven Drones. And I think that's all that talk tonight. But that's good. I still had a good time. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell for notifications and more videos on live streaming, 360 cameras, drones, and action cameras. So with that said, I'm going to play the outro and then I'm going to go to bed. So y'all have a wonderful night, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.